Peace be upon you, viewers. I am Farrukh Nadeem, here with a new lecture and a new tutorial. Today's tutorial, just like last time when you watched a tutorial about Versace design, in this Versace design, I will show you this particular design in front of you. In the lecture you watched last time, you saw this design in a straight form, just like the straight border you see here. So today, I will tell you how to create this Versace design in a round shape. The techniques are the same. You need to create a graph, but this graph will be round, not straight, not in linear form. It will be a circle-based graph. And definitely, this might be the first time for you doing it this way. So stay with us. Let's start. Let's go into Aspire. In Aspire, let's create a new file. Here, I've created a file with dimensions 300 by 300. From here, you can select whichever wood color you want, set it all up, and import it. The round Versace design. So here, I have already called in this design for us to work with. If you want to resize it as you wish, you can certainly do that, but it's generally best to work at the maximum size for the best results. So the design is now in front of us, and the very first thing I'll do is carefully draw a line starting from the center. In the same way, I drew a line from 0 on this side as well. All right. So one way is that you draw a single line. The second way is that you draw one line and then use a circular copy or circular array to arrange it into 4 segments on all 4 sides. This helps you get an idea of where the design starts and where it ends. So I set the center to 0 and copied these 4 segments here. In this way, these lines are separating the 4 segments here. So the reason for doing this was to make the design clear to you, so that if you divide a circle into 4 parts, you can see how much design there is. Next, we still have more to do with this. So first of all, look here. From this point, the graph continues forward. And from this line, there is a gap. Then this yellow line, then again a gap in this set, then another gap in this set, and then here is another one. And then the value of the line, that is, we calculate the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 6. In total, we have 6 sections here. And over here, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. So to create this design, we need to make graphs with 6 from here and 5 from there. So if I talk about 4, how many sections of the design have come up? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Now, if you draw a line here and set it at a 45-degree angle, actually, since within 1/4 of the circle, you also have 5 designs placed. So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are a total of 5 designs placed here. This means that we have to give 5 grafts to 1/4. We gave 5 grafts to 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 6. And that means 5 times 6 is 30. So from here, it will be divided into 30 parts. So if I multiply the number 30 by the number 4, you will get 30 times 4, which, as you can see, is equal to 120. This means that we have to create 120 segments in the entire circle. So look, I have selected this same line. Now come to the circular array. Be sure to check the centers. And here as well, I set it to 120. As soon as I set it to 120 and copy it, you can see that with each one, a graft appears here. Look. A line is being placed alongside each one. Zoom in and take a look. Now you can see that with every edge, a graft or a line has been attached. So actually this is exactly what we needed. And you have to continue the design in the same way. All right. Now I have placed all these lines in front of you. That is a total of 120 lines, whereas we had calculated 30 in 90 degrees. So instead of getting caught up in the entire design, you can also stay within this design. If you look at this, we divided it into 5 parts, meaning if you divide 90 by 5, you get 18 degrees. So if I set this value to 18 here on the left side and then set it to 6 over there on the right side, let's make sure to undo this step first. Just to keep things clear, so now with 6 on one side and 18 on the other, you can see that the graph for one of the segments has now been created and is visible right here on the screen. This demonstrates how adjusting these numbers directly affects the appearance and structure of the graph. All right. So if you want to bring this to the most compact design, then you will bring it further here, just like I did now. So I'll double it here so that the continuity of the lines remains intact. I'll set it to 12 from this side and 36 from that side. So undo this, switch to circular and copy it. In this way, it has created a graph for another segment along with the first one. This way we have created graphs for two segments. Now we have to create a graph on the other side, on the round side. There's something very important I want to point out here. Its size, meaning its width from here. Because this graph is center based. As it moves towards the center, its value decreases. The distance value keeps getting smaller. Here, the distance value is different. And from here, the distance value will be higher. So the best solution for this is to take the value from the middle so that it becomes an average for both sides. In other words, the width will be greater here and less here. But instead of setting this width to the maximum, it's better to take the width from the average, from the middle here. Whatever the width is at the midpoint, you should apply that same thickness here as well. Here I will draw a circle. I started the circle from the 0, 0 value and placed it at this spot. Now try to bring the circle you've drawn to a specific measurement. Here it's at 95 and this one is at 96. I'll bring it to 95, so here it is. Now it's asking to set it to 95.5. When I set it to 95.5, it comes exactly on top of it. In the same way, now watch as I do this from here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 graphs, I need to enlarge them. I have to enlarge 5 graphs. So the best way is to take the measurement from here, from this point to this point. The value you get is 29.7. If you divide 29.7 by 5, you get 5.95. That means I'll round it to 6. So from here to here, take the value of one segment as 6. Now let's check the value. Here, what value are we getting? I'll approximately measure the distance from here and you can see it's 5.89, which is about 5.9. As I mentioned earlier, keep these values in mind. Since it's 5.9, we can offset it by 5.9 on the outside. There's no issue with that. We are working in millimeters. So you can manage it easily at 5.9. See, when I did that, it created as many segments as we needed. Now, as soon as you've done this much, let's see how to complete the graph. Now here, create a new layer which I'll name Design. And I'll also change the color of this layer. Double click on this layer to make it the current layer. As soon as it turns gold, it becomes the current layer. See, now design is active. Now what do we need? We have to extend this design up to the end of this line. So select this, along with it, select this line with this line, select this line and then mirror it to the left side. The line will appear here. Deselected. Why did we take the line here? So that we can also grab this edge from here, which will automatically match up on the other side. Use the trim command. I have trimmed the extra part from the content to make it more concise and clear. I have carefully trimmed this extra part to ensure that only the necessary information remains. The extra part, which was not needed, has now been trimmed away. Now look at the result. I have trimmed all the extra lines that were making the content longer than required. Here is the improved version after removing all the unnecessary and redundant lines. See, this is a very important thing that I am going to tell you right now. This corner is saved. From here I trimmed it all down. See, from here I trimmed the extra line. Trimmed from here too. And here comes the important thing. Now coming here, this is a very important thing. I have done this because by extending the graph on this side, I have kept this line here, placed this line here, and from here I will leave this line. What is the reason for that? Either you can place the line from here and leave it there, because when this repeats, it will have to connect here with this, because if I remove this line from here, look at this, I am removing the lines from here. Now when this design repeats and comes here, it will automatically connect here with this. See, I have kept the design up to here with the help of the node. Here I right click and cut the node. So this line is also out of it. See, the line started from here and stopped here. Similarly, this line started from here and, as you can see, went up to here and stopped. You just need to save these two lines. Remove all the rest of the work from this. We don't need it anymore. If you want to keep the graph, you can keep it and select these two lines. Now pay attention. This one, this two, this three, this four and five. The same graph we planned earlier. Place it here. I took it into a circular array. The central rotation center is 0, both x and y at 0. And if I set it to 90 degrees, then I need to set it to 5 here. So as soon as I set it to 5, it is made up to here. And notice all the lines are connected to each other, meaning they are joined together. Now, with the join command, you can make its continuity. I'll undo and see if there are 5 at 90 degrees, then how many will there be at 360 degrees? That means it will increase 4 times. Here, I set it to 360 degrees, set it to 20 and copy it. Set its central value to 0 here. Copy it, and now you have the complete design. See this? If I turn off the bitmap from here, you can see the design here. So viewers, in a very neat and clean way, I have shown you how to make the Versace design round. Similarly, if you want to take it in elliptical form, meaning you want to apply it to a design where two sides are half and the middle is straight, like you usually have to make on tables, then you trim it from here, separate one side, separate the other side, move them apart, and in the middle make the Versace design of the same size and place the segments in it. Very easily, a beautiful design will be made. I will continue with this design. If we want to add some circles or something else, we can do that. Save it. The best thing is to select this segment, and the center line, and definitely export them in DXF so that next time, if you need to apply it to any round, you can easily use it, because I have shown you both things. How to design Versace in a straight line, in linear form, and how to design Versace in round form. I hope you have understood its geometry and you have understood its pattern. Remember me in your prayers. God willing, we will meet again with a new technique